The wrestling world is known for its huge people and massive stars. There are people who everyone loves to watch fight on TV. Outside of the wrestlers themselves, people also have an interest in their wives. So on today's video, we will discuss the hottest wives of pro wrestlers. You won't want to miss this list. Number 10. Sable. The first wife on our list is Sable. She originally was married back in 1986, but her husband sadly died in a drunk driving accident in 1991. She then went on to marry famous pro wrestler Marc Mero in 1994. Their marriage seemed to be going well, and she even managed him during their time together. Then in 2003, she met Brock Lesnar in the WWE. Surprisingly, she divorced her husband of 10 years to marry the wrestler Brock Lesnar. This was a shocking turn because she's one of the favorite wives for a reason. Sable was once a symbol back during the 90s and featured on Playboy multiple times. Next up is number 9. Jackie Garcia. Next up on this list is an ex-wrestler herself. Jackie Garcia is the wife of former WWE superstar Charlie Haas. She is better known as Miss Jackie to pro wrestling fans, as she was popular back in her own day. She had been with the WWE since she won the second series of the reality TV show Tough Enough Linda Miles. They were married back in 2005 and have been together since. They have 4 children together. Their lives led them to opening a custom muscle nutrition and smoothie shop, which is a multi-nutritional store. It seems to be a huge part of their lives. Jackie is considered to be one of the hottest pro wrestler wives and seems to be on par with everyone on this list so far. Next up is number 8. Jennifer McDaniel. Back in 2007, Hulk Hogan divorced Linda Claridge after 24 years of marriage. 3 years later, he appeared with Jennifer McDaniel and married her shortly after. They have been together ever since. Both of them are insane fitness freaks and are often seen at the gym together hitting weights, etc. They seem to be a great couple and are constantly in the paparazzi's view. Jennifer is a lot younger than Hulk Hogan, but they seem to be great together. He even jokes about how it was weird at first during interviews. Jennifer was seen during some WWE events in 2014, and the public loved her ever since. She's considered one of the hottest pro wrestler wives. Next up is number 7. Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie was once known as the billion-dollar princess with a trillion-dollar body. She married the wrestler Triple H back in 2003, and they have 3 children together. The two were said to have a fairy tale wedding, and a huge one at that. They have appeared on WWE every week together and were also featured on the cover of Muscle and Fitness magazine. They seem to be a very happy couple and are considered one of the biggest power couples in all of WWE. Stephanie is a beautiful woman with an amazing smile. That's why she is on our list of the hottest wives of pro wrestlers. Next up is number 6. Catalina White. Catalina White is an ex-glamour model who appeared in the pages of Maxim, FHM, and even Complex magazine. She is currently married to the former world heavyweight champion Jack Swagger, and they have 2 kids together. One was born in 2010 and the other in 2011. They are happily married and have lived through some controversy in their lives. As she was a glamour model, she is already seen in the public eyes as a beautiful woman. But this also makes her one of the hottest wives of a pro wrestler. She's always someone who is brought up in conversations relating to this, so it's safe to say she is popular. Next up is number 5. Natalya. Back in 2013, we saw the marriage between former WWE diva Natalya and fellow WWE superstar Tyson Kidd. They appeared in a similar fashion to Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Natalya is also known for being the first third-generation female wrestler in the world, as she is a member of the Hart wrestling family through her mother. The two have known each other since they were young and began dating back in 2001. She has modeled in the past and is very popular amongst the wrestling community. She is a staple of beautiful women in the wrestling world. Next up is number 4. Maryse. Here on our list is the former Divas champion, Maryse. She is married to the WWE superstar The Miz and has been married since 2014. They are the current WWE power couple and have 2 children together. Before being in WWE, she was a popular model. She was mainly used as eye candy during WWE, as most of the divas were when that was on air, but she was always a popular woman. She has been a part of many WWE events since then and is one of the most popular women in the WWE. She's incredibly beautiful and takes a place on our list of the hottest wives of pro wrestlers. Next up is number 3. Lana. Lana is a former WWE wrestler who was at one time dating actor and former American football player Isaiah Mustafa. Isaiah is also known for doing the Old Spice commercials. She then went on to marry her fellow WWE wrestler Miroslav Barniashev, who is better known by wrestling fans by his ring name, Rusev. They have been married since 2016. She first appeared during 2013 under the ring name Lana, and fans loved her ever since. She has since left the ring and is now really known for being a hot wife. She has modeled in the past, and her images are still popular today. She is one of the hottest wives of pro wrestling. Next up is number 2, Maria Kanellis. In 2014, ROH wrestler Mike Bennett married former WWE diva Maria Kanellis. She's known as the First Lady of ROH. Her career began back in 2004, and in the same year she placed 5th in the Diva Search. She was hired as a WWE interviewer in the same year. The two have 2 children together, and she is still one of the hottest pro wrestler wives. At one point, she even released her own album named 7 Sins. She has appeared on many web shows throughout her life and is very popular in the community. She is definitely one of the hottest wives of pro wrestlers. And finally we have number 1, Peyton Royce. The final hot wife on our list is the wrestler Peyton Royce. Peyton's real name is Cassie McIntosh, and she married the former WWE wrestler and current AEW wrestler Shawn Spears in August 2019. She's been wrestling since 2009 and has appeared during multiple promotions throughout her career. She is one of the most popular female wrestlers and considered one of the hottest in general. Outside of being a hot wife, she is easily one of the hottest wrestlers. She made her debut in a game during WWE 2K18, which made her even more popular throughout the world. And that's our list. Outside of ranking these women based on their beauty, we get to see how diverse this sport has become. Wrestling has always been a male-dominated sport, and WWE didn't really help that mentality. Even though these women were used for their looks in and out of the ring, we got to see them follow their dreams. These women wanted to do this sport and start this sort of career. These wrestlers chased their dreams and they came true. It just shows how the audience of wrestling can do anything if they put their minds to it. Yes, they are good-looking and beautiful women which can force someone into a certain career path, but these women broke through the norms and took control of their lives. They proved to so many people around the world that they can do whatever they want. On the other hand, it also shows the world just how skilled these women are at the sport. Even if the WWE is played up for the camera and very scripted in places, they still need the skill to pull it off. Not anyone can just hop in the ring and do this. It takes strength and practice. They are really good at what they do and have such skill in the sport. It's just a shame that we don't see more women in these sports. There really aren't that many. We need more actual female wrestlers who aren't used for looks. We need them to be treated like the male ones as well. The sport is separated into male and female for a reason though. It wouldn't be fair otherwise. But this doesn't stop them from making the women's side of the sport as good and putting as much effort into it as the male side. Make them the focus and don't just make it about their looks. In the future, it would be amazing to see something like this happen. These women need to shine even more than they already do. Hopefully you enjoyed this list. Remember to comment down below about what you thought about our list. Also, let us know what you think the hottest pro wrestler wives are. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe with notifications on. Thanks for watching.